mentally Arsenal are gone. But I say that after the loss to Everton, I said they were gone. So we now saw how they responded. If Villa make top 4, Emery should be manager of the year, standard. If ever there was a season to recharge and to rebuild, it was this season. Kid, we're back, man. Guys, you wanted it back. The mill is back, man. Guys, the mill is back. Because I feel that we're reaching a stage in the season where we need to bring back that meal, man. So, we're doing our thing. Guys, let's talk about this EPL. Let's have a real not fake, a real convo about this EPL. Let's talk about it. You see, guys, we need a league. It's about this. Now, let's be fair here. It ain't over until it's over. To say that the league is done and City have already won it would be a complete disrespect as to what Arsenal have done so far. And the fact still remains, let me check my EPL, they're 5 points clear. Now, 5 points clear and City have 2 games to hand, but still, the table still says that Arsenal 5 points clear. This is a huge game. It's a massive game, but I feel that if this game was in the context of Arsenal at least winning one of those games against either West Ham or Southampton, it would have been even bigger right now. But we have to admit that the powers of the momentum is with Man City. We have to. Now, Arsenal, the Liverpool draw was not it. Let's talk about it. There is this notion that the Liverpool draw was the beginning of the slide. Now, within the context, 2-0 up, 2-2, it's bad. How is a draw at Anfield a bad result? Keeping in mind that Liverpool also need to make top 4, which they can. We may even get into that. Liverpool can still make top 4. How is a draw a bad result? I don't like. So, someone tell me, how is a draw at Anfield a bad result? Yes, you could have won. No. So, as much, because let's be real, you look at the context of the game and how the game ended, that should have been 0 points. Rather than 1 point, it should be 0 points. So, Arsenal escaped with a point. So, it's all about perspective. One perspective is you lost 2 points because you were 2-0 ahead. Another perspective is you actually gained the points because you really should have lost. But a draw at Anfield is bad. The issue was West Ham and Southampton. Those 2 games. Because if Arsenal beats West Ham, they beat Southampton, they already have a point against Liverpool, they're in a great position going to the Etihad. So if Arsenal had those two dubs, if Arsenal had those 2 dubs against West Ham and against Southampton, they'd actually, then there will not be any pressure for them to now beat City. They could actually maybe escape with either a loss or a draw. But now the situation is that they need to win. They have to win now. You see, guys, momentum is a very, very key word here. And your state of mind. And I don't want to assume anything, but I'm just using my little football knowledge and my football analysis. And maybe this game will flip the script, but this is my analysis right now. mentally Arsenal are gone. But I say that after the loss to Everton, I said they were gone. Then we now saw how they responded. So this is almost like a challenge to Arsenal. I feel that many people feel that Arsenal mentally are gone. They don't really have that same mental strength. And you have a situation where City have the momentum, Arsenal have lost the momentum, so that it's only going to go one way. There's going to be a winner on Wednesday. We are having a winner on Wednesday. And I will be shocked. Forget about City. I'm not one of those guys of like, oh, Arsenal have never beaten City, the Etihad, they have a poor record there. I don't care about that stuff. That stuff is irrelevant to me. I just don't see Arsenal in the current state they're in, the mental state they're in, because I know what psychologically those two results would have done to them. See, Everton was just one game. Is this two results and the nature of how it went down? And that Southampton was at the crib and they were 3-1 down. So my view is, I just feel that mentally, psychologically, it's been a body blow. It's been a body blow for them. And I just see City saying what's up. I just see City are just looking at a vulnerable creature right now. And they're like, we have to not take advantage of this vulnerable creature. So I cannot see a scenario how City don't clean up shop. Because, we were discussing the whole City treble. And it's okay, what is going to be the hardest one for them? Which one is the surest banker? I think the league is the surest banker because it's United. That's a derby game. And it's Real Madrid. So it's Real Madrid with their UCL heritage, and it's United who are going to be super fired up for that FA Cup final, knowing that they may be all that stands in your way of winning a three-piece. And but as I say this, I think City will win. They have the momentum. Arsenal are mentally down. Morale is low. That was a confidence killer against Southampton at the crib. I say all this stuff, but why do we love football? We love football because we can't predict things. That's why we love football. See, we just analyze things based on, past data, knowledge, what we read things. But the beauty of football, the beauty of life is no one can see the future. You can have all the data in the world, this, that, blah, blah. Nobody, no creature on this planet can predict the future 100% of the time. Sometimes you can be right. It is impossible for you to be right all the time. So really, come Wednesday, we don't know what's going to happen. It could be a draw. City could destroy Arsenal. Arsenal could destroy City. Arsenal could beat City. City could beat Arsenal. We do not know. But from what I've seen, from the evidence, I just think it's only going one way. That City going to clean up shop. Top four. Are we sleeping on Liverpool? Talk to me, guys. Are we sleeping on Liverpool? So, Liverpool have played 31 games. They're on 50 points. In fourth, we have United, 30 games, 59 points. And Newcastle, 31 games, 59 points. It's going to be difficult. It's still achievable, but it's going to be because you've got 7 games. And in those 7 games, Liverpool, you cannot step. Liverpool need to pretty much win all 7 of those games. But with each game that Newcastle wins, it becomes much more. With each game that Newcastle and United win, it becomes a bit more difficult for Liverpool, Villa, forget those guys. For Liverpool or Villa to do anything. So, I think Brighton. Actually, hold on. Because Brighton are on 49. I just think it's not going to be tricky for Brighton because for one of those games that Brighton have is against Man City and they're not beating Man City. So I'm looking at Villa and Liverpool. You see, I think United should be good. Remember, United are on 30 games, 59 points. So if they win the other game in hand, that's 60, 61, 60, that's 62. So I think United are good. I'm just looking at Newcastle. We should be looking at our top 4 there. Arsenal, City, Newcastle, United, that should be the top 4 that we're looking at right now. But you see, Tottenham, like, they're not in the conversation. But I feel like Villa and Liverpool, you just have to win your games and hope for the best. See, Newcastle and United are in a very strong position. Because I say to myself that Newcastle United, give me like 2 wins, 3 wins, and we're Gucci. 2-3 wins and we're Gucci. So I think we're looking at an Arsenal City, Newcastle United. I mean, how they finish up is probably going to be City, Arsenal, United, Newcastle. I think United gets third and Newcastle hold up to the fourth. But look, Villa and Liverpool, they're within reach. Because my thing here is, see, Villa and Liverpool, you just have to keep on winning those games. Those games. See, if you're Newcastle, you're right there. Newcastle, you're right there. Let me just see what games they have. Newcastle, you're right there. Because Newcastle, they've got Everton away. Oh, I mean, come on, bro. Check this. So, yeah. So check this out. Everton away, Southampton at home, Arsenal at home, Leeds away, Leicester at home. Newcastle should do this. They should. If you're Newcastle and you don't get top 4, it's going to be based on just how good you've been. I'll be disappointed. I mean, you're looking at Liverpool now. What do we have for Liverpool? So it's Tottenham at the crib, Fulham at the crib, Brentford. So if you've got 3 cribs back to back. So West Ham away, then Spurs at the crib, Fulham at the crib, Brentford at the crib, Leicester away, Villa at the crib, Southampton away. Not bad games. I mean, the only difficult ones there I see are West Ham away, because it's West Ham, and they fight for relegation. Fulham, Brentford, and Villa. Yeah, Villa will be hard. But yeah, man. I mean, look. If you're Liverpool, man, is this a failure of a season? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And for Liverpool, it's like this. Check this out. To go from almost winning a quadruple, winning 2 trophies, thank you, Mount, to no trophies and no top 4, that is a massive fall off. And we said this to Klopp. Liverpool played the most amount of games you can play in a season. In any team. Because remember, England is a 2-trophy league. Most leagues only have the 1 trophy. They're a 2-trophy league. So when you're a 2-trophy league and so forth, I mean, bro, it's like, it's so many games. It is way too many games. So if ever there was a season to recharge and to rebuild, it was this season. This was the season to recharge and rebuild. So, look, they're making a nice push, but I just feel like if this push that they have, because, look, their form has been better. They've won the last 2 games, but I just feel it's maybe too late, because I just think that the amount of buffer, because the damage is already done, the amount of buffer that Newcastle United have had is way too much. But for Klopp, it was like, why? So I don't know who to blame. Liverpool fans in the comments, tell me below. Is Klopp to blame, or is FSG to blame? Someone has to be blamed. Someone has to be blamed. Is it Klopp or is it FSG? Because you had to rebuild. How can you have pretty much the same freaking squad, but the Brazilian King Arthur coming into the new season? Oh, Brazilian King Arthur, Nunes and Gakpo. Come on, bro. And remember, the midfield, that is the workhorse, that is the engine. So if anybody is going to feel the effects of that quadruple season, it would be the midfield. Midfield, that was my proposition. Midfield, I don't care what any defender or attacker says, midfield is the most physically tasking position in football. The most physically tasking position. So Lord only knows what happened to the legs of Henderson, to Milner, to... Bro, what has everyone been saying this season? Man, Fabinho, what has happened to the dude? Because he's freaking tired. You know, like Henderson, what's happened to this? Because Henderson, Fabinho, all these guys, they're freaking tired because they had to play 50 to 60 plus, like 60 plus games last season. So they're freaking tired. So they need to be replenished. So you need new legs in midfield, and you didn't get those new legs in midfield. So that's it. Now this is what I wanted to say, and then I'll be done with the whole EPL thing. If Villa get top 4, Emery should be manager of this. Should be given manager of the season. Standard. He should already be with one of the candidates. What he's done is nothing short of incredible, and I think it plays into this whole notion of managing is a skill. Are you listening, Lampard? Francis, are you listening? Managing is a skill. So he should already be in the shortlist. But if by some miracle Villa make top 4, I don't care if City win the league. I don't care if Arsenal win the league. I don't care how good Arsenal have been. If Villa make top 4, Emery should be manager of the year. Standard. I don't want to hear any ifs, no buts, no maybes. That should be factamundo. 100% clean, clear factamundo. With the rest of the EPL, man, let's look. I'll keep it a stack, bro. Who goes down? Ooh, damn. Southampton is time. I don't know how many times Southampton kept on surviving when I was watching the EPL, but I think Southampton, Forest, Bournemouth may be good, bro. That Spurs win. I think Bournemouth may be good. So I think I'm going to say Southampton, Forest, Leicester. Southampton, Forest, Leicester are going to go down. I think Everton and Leeds just about to make it. You know, I just think Southampton there, they've gone Forest. But see, looking at this whole stuff, if you cannot squeeze out wins, you can say something. And the less said about Chelsea, the better, man. The less said about Chelsea, the better. So I don't think much needs to be said over there, man. Yeah.